Hello, it's Lucy from West 2. How is everybody? Hope everybody's really well. It's another week, another kiln opening. I'm regretting my choice of jumper today because it's turned out to be really, really warm here. The sunshine's decided to make a reappearance, so it's absolutely boiling in this shed at the minute. Yeah, so a lot of this load was testers from the load of glazes that came from Potclays. So a lot of these are kind of new combinations, new testers. Yeah, so just playing around with a couple of things. But it's also, I've got, we all know we're at the start of market season now. So I've got a market coming up about 5 days before Halloween. So I needed a few extra Halloweeny bits for that market. So pushed a few things through. Still got a few more to go. You might be able to see on the shelf up there. We've got a few more Halloweeny things to go through. So first one was just a random test pot, and these were intended to be something else, but then I forgot about them. I didn't get to trimming them, so they ended up as just straight random pots. The idea was that I was going to put a lid on them, a hole in the front, and make bird feeders or bird houses out of them, but they just never quite got there. So yeah, we'll attempt that again. This is Nat from Mudge Magic. This is her combo. This is the one she was telling me I needed to try. So I've done it 2 different ways as a tester pot. So it is 3 times Amico Honeydew to about here, and then Jungle Gems Cherry Limeade to about here with a little overlap. So I just wanted to see A, what it would look like on its own, and B, what it would do together. So I actually really like that. It's really bright, it's really vibrant, but I quite like that about it. Has got a few pinholes, this one, only on the limeade. So yeah, I do have a bit of an issue with some Jungle Gems trying to pinhole when they're on their own. Inside it's exactly the same glazes, so it is 3 times honeydew and then 3 times cherry limeade, but I've done the honeydew all over the inside and layered the cherry limeade on top. So I like it both ways. Not quite sure which I prefer. This is very, very in your face, but I really, really like this. This is really nice. So yeah, so happy with that as a tester. Very nice. So thank you, Nat. So that one was a win. Second one that was intended to be something else and never quite got there. This is the Speedball, what's it called? Dragonstone. It's the Dragonstone mid-fire. And I love it. That is absolutely stunning. That is just one glaze. One glaze. And if you're in the UK, you can get that from Potclays. So very, very happy with that. And because it was a tester, I decided to do 2 coats all over, and then another coat, so 3 coats, and then another coat on the rim, so 4 coats, so 2, 3, 4, and same on the inside. And I'm actually surprised we got as much mottling as we did off just the 2 coats. And I'm kind of tempted to say I prefer it 2 coats, but it's very, very pretty. Very pretty. This is kind of what I wish Amico Fire and Ice was. They do similar things in theory, but I just much prefer the colour of this. So So yeah, that's really, really, really pretty. Love that. Really, really glossy. Really glossy. So I might have to invest in a couple more Speedball glazes. I know I said I was on a spending ban, but you know, yeah, might need to because that's lovely. So I've got some Halloween stuff and I've got some Christmas stuff. Should we start with Halloween first? Because it's closer. Ghosty tea lights. I love making these. They're so much fun. So much fun. And I make them, I literally just throw a little tulip cup, just 300 grams or so on the wheel. And then I alter the rim, manipulate the rim, and then put some extra sausages of clay on it and just blend them in to give it a bit of extra dimension and do a little bit of carving on them as well. And then I put all different faces on them, and I name them all as well. So this is Penny. So Penny is, she is staggered blue hydrangea and then staggered frosted lemon. So she is 1 coat blue hydrangea, 2, 3 down to here, and then from the top it's the same again. So it's frosted lemon, 1 coat down to here, and then 2 and 3. And I really like that as a combo. That's really nice. Really pretty. Not your traditional ghost colours, but that's fine. But I'm very, very, very happy with her. And then she is saturation gold on the inside, which hopefully should make her nice and glowy. I have noticed I've got a few saturation gold pieces in this kiln, and I definitely need to go thicker on the saturation gold because I had heard it can be a bit runny. So I was a bit cautious with it this time round. But yes, there is a couple of pieces in here with saturation gold on them that I'll probably put another coat on and refire. Yeah, so I'm very happy with her. So she's nice. And this one is, this is Edwin. So Edwin was just manganese wash, just a little bit of manganese wash around the eyes and mouth, and then he was he was clear. So he's clear on down to here, and then the bottom part of him, which I was hoping would blend a bit better, but it hasn't. But that's okay, it's all experiments, isn't it? The bottom is speckled toad. So yeah, so I am getting a little bit of the variation out of the speckled toad. Not a lot at the moment. But I would be quite happy to try that on a bigger piece because it's nice, it looks nice. It might be really hard to see on camera. I don't know, maybe you can see a bit just there, but it has this mottling in it, which is lovely. It almost wants to go metallic, which is really nice. So happy with him. This is Gloria, and Gloria is soft white. So 2 coats of soft white and 3 coats of Mako Cinnabar. And I've not used Cinnabar before. I've had a sample of it sitting around in my studio for ages. Gloria's name was a bit messy, but that's fine. She's supposed to look a bit messy. And then she's just soft white on the inside. And yeah, was it? Oh no, sorry, Edwin was speckled toad inside as well. But they're a little bit dark inside to see properly. Yeah, so had Cinnabar for ages and never touched it. Never touched the sample pot of it, so I thought I'd give it a go on this. I actually really like it as a red. Really like it. Yeah, so very happy with her. She's probably the most gory one. The rest of them are kind of a bit, they're more friendly than spooky or gory, but that's fine. Yeah, so pleased with her. And this one was, this is Herbert. So Herbert had honey flux, so 3 coats of honey flux, and 1 coat of Twilight from there down. I know a few people were asking me for combos with Twilight, and it's just really nice and simple combos, to be honest. So yeah, so Twilight down to there, and then a second patch of Twilight, kind of patchy, like really patchy, right up to here. So yeah, very happy with him. Like him, and I like his little torn sheet. He's cute. So these are actually, they're very easy to make. They're really fun to make as well, and it's nice giving them all names and different faces. So that's nice. So happy with that. Witch's hats. So this one was, I don't know how well you can see, and I'll try and take some photos in the sunlight, because this one is, the glaze on this is spectacular. So this is 3 coats of Mako Enchanted Forest over the whole thing. 3 coats of Smoky Merlot down to here. And what's really nice about it is you actually get some of the greens from the crystals in the Enchanted Forest coming through the Smoky Merlot, which is lovely. So I'll try and take some photos in the sunshine because it's really hard to see. And then the stars definitely need another coat, but reluctant to refire this, so I might just leave it as it is. So let me know what you think. The stars are saturation gold, but just not enough of it, so they've come out black. So it's like a cast irony black. So, and I don't mind it, to be fair. On this, I don't mind it. And then the inside was saturation gold as well. And I know this looks really patchy, but it was meant to be. So because of the way I made it, I wasn't quite sure how it was going to sit flat, and I didn't particularly want it unglazed, so I just got a plate of wax and just sat it in, and then assumed that everywhere that the wax stuck to was going to be a contact point. So yeah, but now very happy with that. I've done lots of gnomes, but I've not done witches' hats before. So I was sat doing gnomes anyway, so I thought let's do a witch's hat. So I think that's going to look really cool when it's lit up. So yeah, very happy with that one. Last Halloween one, and this one is for somebody specific. So I'm going to be packing this up and sending it off to its new home later this afternoon. So that person does watch this channel, and if you have not received your package yet, please don't watch this bit. Roll forwards. I'm sure you have though. So I'll put a picture in here, but I'm pretty sure you'll all remember this face, because it's one we see quite regularly, and it's an expression that we see quite regularly from her. I couldn't help it. Yeah, and I called her Jeanette as well. I had to. And I did text Jeanette, and I did ask her, what is it? What's the glaze combo that's on your dinnerware set? Because I wanted to make sure that it matched. So this is Jeanette's glaze combo that she has on all her dinnerware in her house. So this is 3 coats of birch, and 3 coats of Cordovan, and then 1 coat of cobalt wash on top, and it's just birch on the inside. Yeah, so she's super cute, but I couldn't help it. I was sat carving these out, and I was thinking, oh, I need more ideas for faces, because I had 14 of these. Like, I need more ideas for faces. And I sat watching one of Jeanette's videos at the time, and I was like, So yeah, and then once I'd done it, I was like, it can't go anywhere else. It has to go to her. So Jeanette, hopefully you've had that by now. Fingers crossed. Christmas stuff. No mug. Still got lots of these to get through. So this one is the Cordovan under birch with light flux combo. It's very pretty. Really nice bit of blue up here. Very, very happy with him. And he is raw nose and honey flux on his hat rim and his beard. So yeah, he's cute, like him, and he got really, really nice runs on the handle. So very, very happy with that one. This is the one that got commandeered before it even made it off the bisque shelves. So this is a friend of mine has bought this, and she has one of my spoon rests in Spanish moss, just plain Spanish moss, and she loves it. So this is Spanish moss with light flux on top on his hat. Although I do think it might have been a little bit heavy-handed with the light flux, just a touch. It's fine, it's still pretty, it's fine. Raw nose, and his hat rim and his beard are alabaster, and then his coat is just plain Louisiana Bayou. And look at that run. Yeah, so very, very happy with him. I think she's going to be happy with him as well. She's nice. They're really fun to make, these, really cute. 2 bog standard tulip mugs with transfers, and then I just clear glaze over the top of the transfer. And this is 2 coats of reactive red, although I think it probably needed a 3rd for a spectrum, weirdly. Yeah, so probably if I did this again, I'd put a 3rd coat on. And then that is, obviously, it's just poppy fields on top. We know it, we love it. But look at the reaction between reactive red and poppy fields. It's gone like pink purple, which is really nice. So yeah, happy with that one. Very nice. So that's going to be nice at the Christmas markets. And then we've got a Let It Snow one, which obviously needed to be kind of more icy colours. And this is zinc free clear. So almost clear is zinc free clear. 3 coats of snow on the bottom. Underneath, this is Amico Cirrus Flow, and then Tahiti Jungle Gems Tahiti Grape on the top and inside as well. And it is so pretty on the inside. And that's just all snow in there. I could have put clear on it, but I had the snow out, so as per, I was being a bit lazy. Look at the run on that handle though. Absolutely stunning. So very, very, very happy with that one. Yeah, because not everybody wants a novelty gnome mug with things sticking out of it. Sometimes you just want a plain mug. I'm actually really tempted to keep this one. I really like it. Can't keep everything. Can't keep everything. So yeah, really like that. And the transfers are just Sambal. And only other thing was Twisty ornaments. So you saw one of these in the last one. Little bit of a drip on this one, not tons. Had a nice little blob on the kiln shelf, where it dripped off. Advanced kiln shelves though, so hopefully I can scrape it off and keep it as a little, because it's like a perfect little gem. Oh, by the way, if I've not announced it, so this one ran like crazy. And when I picked it up out of the kiln, I managed to pot 1, potter 0. We've all done it, haven't we? Yeah, that one hurt actually. Yeah, so this is textured dark cloud. So happy with that one. Yeah, and then another pepper plum one. Same as last time, a little bit shorter this one. So I've tried to make them in varying lengths. Yeah. So happy with that. And then these two, same combination. These are they don't look like it, but they are the birch first, Cordovan and light flux combo. And they don't look like that combo at all, but they are. But I do love how they've gone. That really dark brown on the edge is lovely. So yeah, very happy with those. Still got a few of these ornaments to get through. So I think I made up about 15. Did do a couple in saturation gold. Kind of new, because it is a runny glaze. I quite like what it's done. I still think it needs to be a bit thicker. So it's run from the top where it was hanging and left this kind of like cast iron carbonized black. It's almost like what you would get out of raw clay in a raku kiln, which is quite cool. And then it kind of fades into this bronzy gold, which is really pretty. But I do think it still needs to be a tad thicker. So there was 2 of those. This one's a little bit more gold than the other one. But yeah, so and I did put 4 coats on these. So yeah, I don't know, I might give 5 coats a go. We'll see. I don't know. These were the ones that I was thinking maybe I should put another coat on and refire, but I'm not sure. What do you think? I might leave them as is. I have 1 more of these to go through, so what I might do is put another coat on that one, put that through and see how it goes. But I love this. I think this one might be my favourite out of the twisties so far. So yeah, but that was it. That was it. So yeah, bit of a mixed load. So, you know, hybrid Halloween, Christmas. So yeah, very happy with that. Just want to say, as always, a massive thank you to everybody that comes to support and watches and likes, subscribes and comments and all those good things. Yeah, after the last kiln opening, I had a bit of a shoot up overnight, so I was a bit surprised when I got up in the morning. So yeah, so thank you to everybody. It's so lovely, and it feels like I'm getting to know so many of you now through the comments. So Sorry, had a renegade spider trying to make its way down from the ceiling there, and I'm not the biggest fan. Yeah, so it's just, I was just saying, it's just really nice to be able to ask those questions and share that knowledge, because it's sometimes it can be it can be a bit of a lonely journey, can't it? It's when you're not part of a community studio, like I'm not. It's, yeah, it becomes a bit, I don't know, it's you try things and then you worry about them and whatnot, so it's nice to have that backup of other potters, and being able to share that knowledge. So yeah, so it's I'm very much enjoying the YouTube thing at the minute. It's really nice. So yeah, so massive thank you to all of you, and it's wonderful to speak to all of you. Other than that, I've got to go film a little bit throwing for a video, and a little bit hand building for another video. Yeah, so I've got that to do this afternoon, and then go and grab my daughter from school. So yeah, so I will see you next time, guys. I'll stop waffling on. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure you do some pottery. Enjoy, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.